You don't know the worth of something until you lose it. Hey guys, what's good? Know what's really good? I'm back and I'm feeling rejuvenated and I feel refreshed. Today, I want to welcome you guys to Molly's World, the new segment on my channel where we hop into the director's seat, sip on our treats, and get into the real deets. Today, we're sipping on some pink rosé that I got from Walmart. Don't judge me. But we're sipping on pink rosé because it's the month of love. It's Black History Month, but just in a couple days, it's gonna be Valentine's Day. So why not sit down and discuss all the movies that give us these feelings and all these, Because it's Black History Month and the month of love, because you know, Valentine's Day, we are going to be reviewing the new Netflix original, Malcolm and Marie. Without further ado, let's get into it. Action. So first we have to discuss the acting. Zendaya, phenomenal job. I don't know. I'm glad she got her flowers before it was too late because they need to recognize her talent. She is a force to be reckoned with, and people are not even reckoning with her. How do you say it? Reckon with? I have no idea, but the whole point is don't touch her. And John David Washington, I have to give him his props as well because I enjoy when actors act their role so well that I genuinely dislike them. And I feel like now that when I see him in something else, I'm going to genuinely dislike him. I felt like I was invading their space. The entire movie is just those two having a conversation. It kind of reminded me of American Son, the movie that Kerry Washington did. Which, you know, if you know me, you know I love Kerry. And that's another thing too. The movie was in black and white. And I feel like because it was in black and white, because the camera angles were so still and so specific, I feel like it made you focus more on the dialogue than what was happening in the background. I feel like if the movie was in color, then you would focus on the color of the couch or how outside looks and stuff like that, or what color dress she was wearing or how her makeup looks. It kind of made you focus on what they were saying. And because it was so focused on their dialogue, I felt like I was invading their space. I felt like, oh my gosh, my parents are having an argument and I'm sitting here and I'm not supposed to be witnessing this. There's this thing that we say in the Virgin Islands, dog among doctors, which basically means that if you're a dog, you should not be going to the doctor's office. Like, you have no right being in their business. And that's how I felt. I loved the back and forth. I love the idea of the argument because that's really how couples argue. I myself. Zendaya is me because when you thought she was done, she said, no, I'm about to dig a little deeper. And then he said, when you thought I was done, I'm about to hit you with the low blow. I feel like sometimes though, he did hit her with too many low blows. I was just like, damn, you didn't gotta throw that on my sis like that. But then sis said, you know what, I'm gonna take it in and I'm gonna reflect it back on you. Because you're the issue, you're the problem. It stems from you. But I'm gonna give it to John David Washington. He made several points about Zendaya's character that I would like to point out before I completely crush him. One of the main things that he addressed that I feel like was like, oh my gosh, he is right. They were in the tub and he was explaining to Zendaya that he did this and that and he did this and that with all these other girls. But I feel like the one thing that stuck out to me was when he basically told her that you don't love yourself enough to love somebody else. And you don't love yourself enough to understand that somebody else has the power to love you. He said right here, you just need a reason to be needed. You want control because you can't imagine the reason I'm with you is because I love you. I just love you, baby. That is what you call unconditional love. And Marie in the movie did not understand what unconditional love was. I don't necessarily know her past or her character's past, but you can see that her character has been through a lot where she doesn't value herself. He inferred in the movie as well that she doesn't have a type, that she'll sleep with anything or she sleep with anyone. That in itself shows that Marie does not value her self-worth, or she does not have an idea of her self-worth. So the fact that she can give herself to anyone or do anything with anyone makes her feel like love is something transactional. What Malcom is trying to prove to her, that this love is not transactional. I love you just because you're you. I love you just because I love you. And I feel like that was Marie's flaw. She felt like she did not deserve the love that she was giving to others. And that comes from a lack of self-worth and a lack of self-esteem. And I would know because, yes, I think we've all been there at some point in our life. To me, the argument all started when Marie said this: once you know someone's there for you, once you know they love you, you never actually think of them again. It's not until you're about to lose someone that you pay attention. Now, we go. People will love you and support you when it's beneficial. You don't miss the water until the well run dry. You don't know the worth of something until you lose it. The fear of losing each other is what was causing so much animosity between them. Because like we previously discussed, Malcom knows that Zendaya is needy, but she wants control because she thinks that she's not worth that love. So when she loses that control, she immediately thinks that someone's going to leave her. Like most black men, when they feel threatened, because it's what they're programmed to do, when they feel threatened, they attack. They don't revert back into a corner. They attack. So what did he do? Grab another bottle, and he attacked with his tongue because he knew the power that his tongue had to hurt her. The overall essence of this argument to me was the lack, like I said, lack of communication, but also lack of gratitude. I think that people in relationships do not recognize how much the little things matter. That's how I feel about relationships as well. She quoted, "It's because I value mystery. The unknown is what supports the tension in a relationship and forces us to be the best version of ourselves." That is the what if factor. What if someone else comes along tomorrow and gives you something that I didn't give you? What if another man comes along and is a better boyfriend than I am? What if another friend comes along and that person gives you the attention that you need that I wasn't given? It's that mystery. It's that figuring out your partner or figuring out the little details that they like. Like, 'cause you can't completely know someone. You learn that person as time goes along. But like she said, like Marie said, it's that mystery factor. It's that mystery of not knowing that person or not knowing what comes next in life that keeps you so anticipated. You have no idea what tomorrow brings. For all you know, in order for me to continue to keep this person around or to love this person, I just simply have to be me. Boom. Bomb. Because that's all Malcom wanted from Marie, to simply be herself. But like I said before, all Marie knew was transactional love. Because then she explains that originally all she wanted was a thank you. Thank you for staying up all night with me. Thank you for reading the 100 drafts that you so willingly sent. Thank you for helping me pick out my tux. Thank you for cooking me mac and cheese when I was still being ungrateful. Thank you for supporting me continuously. Thank you for waking me up in the mornings when I'm late. Thank you for being there. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for just being you. Thank you for inspiring me to write about you. She just wanted to feel appreciated. So if you cannot express that love or that gratitude willingly in front of everyone, why do I want it in private? Why do I want that thank you with just us? I get her thinking. She should still accept the thank you, for whatever it is, for it simply being a thank you. But I understand her reasoning and why she did not want to accept it or did not want it anymore, because it's kind of like asking for an apology when you knew that the person was wrong and the person knows that they're wrong. Why should I ask for something that I know I deserve? Obviously, the movie was amazing. Everyone on social media is loving it. Halle Berry, I saw, retweeted and congratulated Zendaya on the project. Like, everyone is just so loving and so warm. I feel like it's definitely a topic on Twitter and social media. From what I've seen, people are picking sides. Of course, the males will go with the males and the women will go with the women. But I'm seeing in between sides from everyone. And I like having conversations about this. So if you want to explain to me some deeper things that you saw, because I saw some things that definitely triggered me personally. But like I said, I'm more so on the side with Zendaya in terms of her discovering her self-worth and definitely learning what it feels to be unconditionally loved by someone. This is definitely one you would want to sit down with your treats, watch probably with your partner. I think you should watch it with your partner and then discuss it after, because I feel like if you have problems in your relationship, this is definitely going to bring up some ideas that you guys need to communicate. We're not gonna miss out. Sorry, I cannot believe I almost missed this out. We're not gonna forget the song choices in this movie. Those deliberate song choices were so spot on. Like, they were old-fashioned songs and old-time songs, but they were so spot on for exactly the mood and the exact words and the lyrics for what they were saying. And the very last song, I think it was by CeeLo Green and someone else, where the song says that there's a fine line between love and hate, and baby I'm on it, or baby I'm dancing on it, or something. That was the basis of this entire movie, because at some point I'm pretty sure they said that they hate each other, but at another point they were like, I love you. There's a fine line between love and hate. And I think also too, it's easier to be angry than hurt. And I think that sometimes we mix our anger with passion. And this movie could be taken as a very angry movie, a very like disrespectful, argumentative movie, but I think it was just passion. This movie was good. That's all I gotta say for right now. That's all. That's all I gotta say. This movie was amazing. Definitely still trending on Netflix. You guys should definitely watch it. If you guys have any comments, anything you want to discuss, feel free to drop your opinions, your comments down below, and I'll definitely respond to you. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get more notifications for when I post and review more things to come. I love you guys. And right now, we're gonna take our treats and leave Molly's world. This is all for now. Until next time. Mwah.